Hi darlings, it's Ziva here. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to be speaking about when you are going out solo, what is the mentality to have. In the challenge that we just set, I will link it in the description box and in the cards right now. We had a really good question asking how to feel comfortable going to high-end places and what is the mentality to have, you know, and I thought that was a really good question, so I wanted to dedicate an entire video to it. So guess what I'm doing? I'm dedicating an entire video to it. Yay. First thing is first, it's about realizing that the diva mentality, or we could even call it the Ziva mentality, because this is literally me in a nutshell. If you're going somewhere and you feel a bit out of place, maybe you've never been to that kind of upscale place before, maybe you've never been into that particular place, for whatever reason you're feeling nervous and uncomfortable about going. So it's just about realizing and remembering that if you're a paying customer, you can go wherever you want to, okay? Because you're paying. You're paying for the food, you're paying to have good service, you're paying for quality drinks as well, and you just all around want to have a good experience, and that's what you're paying for. Nobody should feel nervous about your presence, but if anybody does feel uncomfortable, it should be that guy in there who notices you and is thinking of, okay, what can I say to her? What should I go over to her and say? And feeling that anticipation of doing that. He's the person who should feel nervous, not you. You don't have to go anywhere and approach anybody, but the men have to approach you. So if anyone should feel nervous or uncomfortable, it should be the men. Even they shouldn't feel that nervous or uncomfortable because it's in their nature to do that chasing, and they will be fulfilling that nature call, if you will, when they get their butt over there and talk to you. At the end of the day, all you're doing is realizing that you can go wherever you want to go to, whenever you want to be there, for the amount of time that you would like to remain there, because you're a paying customer. If you're not where you want to be financially, if you feel like this place is really upscale where I'm going and I know that I'm just not used to going to these places, you have to understand that it doesn't matter. And those people who are eating out there, who go there all the time, they don't know your financial background. As long as you're not sticking out like a sore thumb, then nobody's going to have any problems with you being anywhere. Stop thinking too much into things and try to calm things down in your mind. One thing that I remember for me is that I did used to feel uncomfortable, and I would kind of feel like,
I haven't been here before, what's it going to be like, where am I going to sit?
All of the questions, all of the nerves stem from not knowing. It's from the unknown, you know. You are doing something different, or you're going to somewhere new, and it makes you feel nervous and uncomfortable. So that's what I realized. It's all about realizing that you're worrying about something that hasn't happened yet. You haven't gone in there and you've made up all of these things that could go wrong, or all of these worries for no reason, because it hasn't even happened. When you start going to places regularly, then it will become less daunting, and you'll realize that one restaurant is just like another. I had one weird experience, and like, let me just share it with you actually. So this was, I think this was last year. This was last year. I remember I had actually been to a wine tasting that evening, and I really fancied scones. Harvey Nichols do scones like until the evening. They do it, I think it's all night as well. So I went and I got myself some scones. I got the cream tea, and I was sitting in there, and this waiter was serving me. I will share his ethnicity just because it's relevant, I guess. He was a black guy. He was being really chatty, and like giving me good customer service. He came back with my order and he said, you know, do you come here frequently? And I said, well, a little bit. I mean, I'm not here every day. I said, why are you asking that? Because it seemed like he wanted to say something else, but he was withholding it. So I asked him, why did you say that? And or what made you ask? Something like that. And he said,
because we don't get lots of women of colour in here.
I said, well, thank you for my order. It was very much unprofessional, and that is one of the worst kind of experiences that I've had. And it wasn't even that bad. It was just a person not acting very professional, and it wasn't the end of the world. On a whole, for somebody who goes out by themselves a lot of the time, and I have done since I was literally around, I don't know, about 15 or 16, I would say that I have not had that many negative experiences. So that leads me back to my point, which is that the worry aspect plays a big part in stopping you from doing the things that you want to do, going to the places that you want to go. When you really think about it, what's the worst that can happen? You know, look at the experiences that I've had. If that happened, would it be the end of your day? No, it wouldn't. If somebody in there gave you a dirty look, give one right back. Or you keep it really cute and you smile, and that will cut them even more. So at the end of the day, how can you lose? Only by not going, only by not doing what you want to do, only by not going to the places you want to go to, because you're not meeting the people you want to meet, which is only hindering you and hurting you at the end of the day. So this is definitely a little reminder to get you to live your life yourselves and feel the fear and go regardless. I have a playlist called Going Out Alone or Going Out Solo playlist, something like that. Definitely check that playlist out. I urge you to try out the challenges. Like if you're not feeling confident about going out alone, going to a bar setting by yourself, start with something really low key, like a pub, something super relaxed, chilled out and casual. Then do a cafe, then do a brasserie, then do more of an upscale brasserie, then do a restaurant bar setting, then do a hotel bar. You know, you can mix things up and do different things in stages. You don't have to do it all at one go. It can be incremental. I definitely started off doing more like cafes and things first in, you know, those areas. That's how I started off, which is another reason why our challenges started off that way as well. I think that's what I pretty much want to say about the diva or the Ziva mentality. I think that's pretty much it. Remember that you can go where you want, whenever you want, because you are a paying customer, and you've got to get that in your skull. Another thing that will make you feel less uncomfortable and less anxious about going somewhere new, going to these upscale places that you're not used to going to, is if you feel like you have your look down packed, if you feel like you have your femininity, you know, aesthetic and demeanor on point. That will help you to feel more like you're going to blend in, and it will make you feel more confident. Trust me. Which is why I don't understand when people say looks don't matter or this doesn't count. Yes, it does, because it doesn't just affect the way that people view you, which is a direct indication of then how they're going to treat you and what that outcome of that interaction will be like, but it also has a direct impact on how you feel about yourself. And people can say whatever, but whether you are dressing up or dressing down, you're still doing it to make yourself feel a certain way, whether you want to make yourself feel good or feel bad, whether you're dressing up or dressing down, you know? So listen, make sure that you have your look down packed, that you're looking how you want to look, you feel good in yourself, you're feeling confident, and even if you're not, you fake it till you make it. That is part of this femininity journey that we're on. This this journey, whatever this is, femininity and dating journey, this is part of it. You're going to have to feel uncomfortable, and then you're going to feel very comfortable. And then those other places that you were used to going to, you're not going to feel like you really fit in there anymore, because you're so used to going to other places and being in those areas, to the point where that will be more the norm for you. So just bear this in mind and don't be too hard on yourself, but at the same time, you've got to push yourself to get out there and live life. Go and live it, honey. You're going to be living it over there, like how you've been living it, going to the places that you're used to going to, or you can live it over here as well and do something new. Open your horizons. Go somewhere that you haven't been to. Go to somewhere more upscale. Get that experience of going somewhere where the price is a bit more steep, but you're able to get that experience, and let that help boost your confidence as well. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you here. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up, and don't forget to get my ebook that's in the description box, and I'll see you in my next video.